Hello vegan adventurers, welcome to our first hike in Carpathian Mountains in Romania. Today we're gonna be hiking at Lacul, Gura, Apelor lake, and I'm gonna swim in this lake and also gonna fly a drone. Let's get started. So today we picked this trail that goes to lakes Bucura and Zanuaga that are 4 and 8 hours away. But today we started later in the afternoon just to make a short walk to see how the mountains are. So we're not gonna make it up there for sure. Tomorrow we'll plan to do a longer, harder hike to Retezat mountain, which is almost 2,500 meters high. So today is just kind of like a warm-up for that hike, but definitely stay tuned for tomorrow's video. As I mentioned before, Romania has only 30% of area forested, which is quite low, kind of like a European average. But on the other hand, Romania really stands out in protecting the wildlife in the forest that they have left. There is over 6,000 brown bears in Romania. There's actually quite a big likelihood we might see one today. But as we were going through this amazing forest, we were hoping to see some animals, but all we saw was this one squirrel and some birds. After about 45 minutes of hiking, we got to this more clear up area and we got some view of the lake. And here we got out to this little meadow, perfect place to spot a bear because they're usually grazing on the grass. They are largely plant-based eaters. They eat meat only occasionally when they have the opportunity. Bears have exceptionally good sense of smell, so they can smell if people are passing through this area and they try to stay away from it. And this is our final spot. From here we're just gonna go back because we want to save the energy for tomorrow, and either way we wouldn't make it to the lakes. The path would go for at least another half an hour through this forest, so we would not see any views. Just gonna return back and maybe swim in the lake and fly the drone. Big trees like this one are vital to a healthy environment because they hold lots of water. They shade the soil during the hot summer so it doesn't dry out, and they provide home to many animals. We got back down to the lake, and I wanted to first just to swim a little bit around as the water was pretty cold even though it's the middle of summer here. I think around 15 degrees Celsius or maybe even less. But after a few minutes of swimming, my body got used to the water and I decided to swim all the way to the other side, which was actually quite farther than it looks here. It must have been at least a kilometer one way. On the way back it was quite a struggle. I couldn't keep going fast anymore because my body was just getting colder. So it can be quite dangerous if you have to swim in such a cold temperature for a longer time. So it was a little bit reckless to go out there and back in such a cold temperature from my side. For next time I would definitely go with somebody else as a support. But I really enjoy this kind of challenging. It makes me feel more alive, but just have to be careful not to push it too far. Nice. There's also a nice campground just by the lake if you want to save money on accommodation and be even closer to the trails. Right, we got back to the car. It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening, but we still have some time left before the sunset, so we're just gonna fly a drone around here. Enjoy the footage. So looking from the drone, this area looks really nice around the lake. You have all these mountains. I'm not sure how many hiking trails are here, but I think there is a hiking trail around the lake. So again, it might be a great idea to camp here for a few days. So as you can see, this lake is man-made. They built a dam here to probably produce electricity, which is good and bad for the environment. Good is in a sense that it doesn't pollute the air. For example, coal electricity factories pollute, but it's really bad for wildlife, especially the fish that are migrating and want to reproduce. And also for the distribution of water, most of the water is gonna be in the lake and the valleys will be dried out.
Oh,
Alright adventurers, that's it for the first day of hiking in Romanian Carpathian Mountains. As I said, tomorrow is a big hiking day for us. We want to make it to the hill called Retezat, which is about 2,500 meters high. Takes around 4 hours one way to get up, and we want to make a loop around, so hopefully we can make it all in one day. So stay tuned for future videos, and as always, stay healthy and stay adventurous!